And let's see what we have. I'm doing past, present, future energies for these reads. I'll change it up as I go. I like to change things, but today that's what I'm doing. This one did come up so down. Okay. So we're going to start with, let's see. Let's see if you can see that. Focus in. It's the Page of Pentacles, which is a nice youthful energy. Someone that's in school, wanting to build their career, build their energy and learning, with the Nine of Wands and a Seven of Wands. Okay, so two very strong fire energies with a nice easy earth. So it's this grounding in the desire to learn, because or build something where they're able to offer. And it's still the beginning stage. And so this is in the past. So it's this idea that perhaps the Nine of Wands is someone that is kind of received a message after the Eight of Wands, and then they're standing their ground. They're trying to protect away from the Seven of Wands, which would be an enemy or someone that is trying to take over their domain. And so maybe someone, a younger energy is hoping that through their efforts of going to school and going into their endeavors, that money, or what they're manifesting in the earthly realm, will kind of, even though it's very overbearing and very difficult, and they're standing their ground, it's gonna alleviate any sort of conflict within themselves, because the next is the Knight of Wands. So it's almost like they've gone from a page to a knight. And so it's a good, strong fire energy. And then bam, King of Wands. So it's almost this, you see this beautiful metamorphosis, if you will, of energy. Because you start off with your Page of Pentacles, someone that wants to be successful. And then they're protecting what's theirs and trying to avoid the confrontations that go along. And I'm going to put this here because I really like the Page of Pentacles energy, because it's so like fresh and stern and or pragmatic, and I think maybe if you're coming to the reading because you're asking a question about your love life, and you're the female, and you're the person that's wanting to manifest some new energy, new life, and you're kind of protecting your own homestead, and you're trying to avoid conflict, and you're waiting, and then the present energy is maybe somebody who's very, I don't know, steadily, like a younger gentleman, a younger lad, someone has come into your life, and either they're married. No, not married. Nothing tells me they're married. I don't know why I said that. Oh, the Hierophant. Oh, okay. Well, maybe they have already been married and they have a son, or they're young and they're manifesting themselves into becoming more of the King of Wands because the Hierophant is over here. So they're in this process of seeing you as someone that's pragmatic and lovely, who defends their honor, and they come swooping in, and in the process of being around you, they manifest into more of a stronger, passionate, creative energy, because they and then they desire to feel the, I don't know, commitment. I mean, Hierophant's a commitment, and Hierophant is man's law of how we connect in our relationships, you know. I mean, it could also go back with the idea of school, and you can have a student that's getting ready to graduate, and then they've become more of a man and ready to get married. Because the next is the Page of Wands. So to me, it's a counterpart, because the page is going to be the Page of Pentacles, and you have the Page of Wands. So you have these two kind of female spirits that are in between, you know. So anytime I do collective for a fire sign, oh my gosh, it's so, there's so much fire. There's so much going on here. So many different scenarios. Because, you know, it could be that the one guy has two different girls that he's looking at. You know, he's looking for the real pragmatic, well-rounded, you know, makes great grades, does what she's supposed to do kind of energy. And she's wise and, you know, knows what she wants. And then this one, which would be kind of in the future, is like, do I wait? Do I go with her? You know, because there's contemplation of marriage here, some sort of commitment, some sort of laying down the foundations, and either by going into a college where you get to be around that person, or going into a position where you're going to move in, get married, something where you have some sort of structure that would be created by the status quo of your beliefs, value systems from your family. And then, you know, either this person embodies both of these energies, or there's another person that this King of Knight and King of Wands are thinking about. And this other energy could be, you know, she's very dainty, and she is, it looks like she's playing her violin, and she has her little baby, you know, animals and at her feet, taking care of her as her guides. So next to that, though, is the Five of Swords. So, okay, and then the Chariot. So, but it's upside down. All right. Well, let me see. What do we got here? Let me give this a better thought. This energy between this, either this manifestation or a father and a son, is saying that there's a desire for stability, and either there's another child, like another sister that's involved, that's creating conflict, and it's preventing from the structure to occur, or there's another person that's very young that is involved that's creating conflict. Because Five of Swords is conflict. I mean, it looks pretty vicious. Looks like his swords are being kind of taken away from him. He doesn't have the security that he's looking for. You know, and this Chariot card is beautiful. It's upside down. To me, it means they're stuck. They're not moving forward. Because Chariot's all about finding balance. And he has the control of his impulses, of his desires. And because, you know, this Cancerian energy of the desire for the security. And I get that a lot from this reading. There's this just very strong desire for security, but yet there's this desire also to, you know, be the King of Wands and go out and wander, you know, be this like lion spirit and have that courage to take the plunge. And maybe it's somebody, I mean, the reading could be also that there's a conflict between what the status quo is versus what they want to do within themselves, because they want to move forward, but they're stuck. And they're stuck because of something, either their family, a sister or a child, maybe, you know, it's a collective. So there's a lot of different scenarios that kind of are popping through my head while I'm doing this. And in each scenario where the desire at the end of the day would be the security. So I'm going to clarify. I need to clarify something real quick. I want to clarify the Hierophant and what is this about? Okay, they're going within, and I want to clarify between. Okay, there's, and then I want to clarify. Okay, I'm like talking to myself, but I'm not saying out loud. I want to clarify the Hierophant, and then I wanted to clarify between what was going on between the King and Knight of Wands. One more. I want to clarify the this Chariot. Like, why is it stuck? Okay, yeah. Okay, so fire signs. Listen, this is the deal. You're like really contemplating something here. You either it's a father that has found out that his son wants to get married, and they want to marry this like this is like the little pairing, you know. And the communication has come in, and because you got the 4 of Wands here on top of the Chariot that's upside down, so it's like and then the Hermit, so but it's upside down. So okay, the Hermit is all about, it's that Virgo energy of all, you know, going within and looking for the guiding light, but they're not, because it's upside down. So it's like, instead of going within, that would mean that they're not necessarily taking a lot of time to think about what they're doing. And whoever is this King of Wands is in the center of the reading, they're trying to protect their home and be pragmatic because they don't feel that it's too fast and it's going to cause conflict, and then the whole idea of the marriage is going to prevent from either this person moving forward in their development, or the marriage is going, there's just fear of this structure because it seems premature. That's what I'm getting. Premature keeps popping in my head. Premature like, and so it's like the youth and the reading aren't listening to their guides, and they're certainly not going within, and they want to kind of follow this ideal of what they believe is going to bring them happiness, but this King of Wands is real worried about it bringing conflict. In the extended read, I'm going to go into what needs to be communicated to ensure that there's a positive outcome, because marriage is supposed to be beautiful. And I'll go into what can the querent do to either be supportive of this person that's having to make this decision, or how they can be of service to giving guidance where the younger party would listen. Okay? All right, that's your reading.